Welcome back, everybody, to Grand Tactician, the Civil War. I'm Grumpy Grandpa Gaming, and this is episode 11 of our Federal Spring of 62 campaign in version 1.11 using the A.O.M Mod. Now, last episode, we did see the fall of Richmond and the Battle of Appomattox Courthouse, which saw our 14th Corps mounted and 1st Corps seeing off I think it was Magruder's right wing and one other corps. Now, they've all retreated back to eastern Virginia, and we've got 3 of them under siege right now at Petersburg. So we're going to be having a combat here fairly soon. The other corps have fallen back towards Norfolk. And up here in the north, somehow the Reserve Corps of the Army of Northern Virginia got into our rear again, took down Fort Delaware a day before 12th Corps could arrive to deal with it, and also flipped over Delaware. So since the Reserve Corps did not get drawn into this siege, I'm going to let the siege ride out and then deal with that corps afterwards. And on top of that, I have fully left the state of Missouri. Outside of holding the fortification here, I disbanded 8th Corps, which was stationed out here. I broke up its artillery to form artillery divisions for the Army of the Potomac, and sent some of its infantry brigades out to the other corps to fill out as engineer brigades, as they weren't perked up yet, and disbanded the rest of them. So I was able to disband 7 brigades in total, which should save me some money going forward. As we are BB minus, that should be a little bit of a savings right there, as it's 3 division commanders and a corps commander don't have to be paid, and several brigades that do not have to be paid anymore. And it's also an experiment to see if the Army of Arkansas actually moves up into Missouri. So they've been sitting here at Fort Smith not doing anything. I want to see if they're actually going to do something without that force in their front anymore. So they're not doing anything with Kentucky. They've come up a little bit and towards Hopkinsville, and that's it. And it's still hanging out around Cumberland Gap. But right now, it looks like the main course for this episode is going to be a battle right here. Come on, pick it up. With the Department of Norfolk, the right wing of the Army of Northern Virginia, and the center wing of the Army of Northern Virginia, all 3 underneath the command of Magruder. So we have 3rd Corps and 4th Corps on the field under Erasmus Keyes. Why is Grant not involved in this? Alright, Grant's there. I don't know why it's not showing him in charge, but he's part of the siege. So he should be in charge once we're on the field. I'm thinking about waiting for 2nd Corps to show up, but we have plenty of numbers to deal with this. I think we're going to have more soldiers on the field than we actually need. We got 35,200 infantry, 78 guns to my 49,000 infantry, 3,600 cavalry, and 102 guns. You know, we can wait a few more days for 2nd Corps to show up and just make this an overwhelming force, even though it really is already. So, I'll be back. Alright, it's now July 27th, and 2nd Corps has made it to the siege. So we are going to be beginning this combat. So, I mean, we can let the siege roll out because it's heavily in our favor. But you do start seeing some very high casualties with sieges like this. But I'm going to have 73,379 infantry, 5,300 cavalry, and 205 guns on the field to their 34,999 infantry and 78 guns. So, probably have all the time I'm playing this game, I think this is the most force I'm ever going to have the field at one time. So I honestly want to see this. So I'll see you all on the other side of the load screen. Welcome to the Battle of Petersburg. Now, I have all 3 of my corps on the field, and the rebels have all 3 of their corps on the field, and we are defending Shady Grove Church. We are on the Cold Harbor battlefield map here, so I just had to point this out. I just got all my corps just lined up in a single line, just to show you how much land this takes up. And they actually don't have all their forces on the field yet, as I do have artillery and other brigades transferring in. So that'd actually be a little bit longer, probably out to here. If we were stretched out from edge to edge on the map, we probably would be stretched edge to edge if I could do that. So my plan for right now is let Heinzelman's 3rd Corps handle most of the fighting if I can. So they're coming in down here at Newbridge, and over here from Elder Swamp and along here. So I expect them to be using these roads here to come in at the objective. So I'm going to leave kind of 3rd Corps kind of where it is. Possibly pull it back to along here, with 2nd Corps covering Shady Grove Road. I really don't want to use 4th Corps to fight, as I plan on them immediately moving away and over towards Norfolk. So we'll pull them back for now, because they're going to be side missioning off. Like I say, this Corps is a little bit bigger than 3rd Corps, as it actually has all of its units. So it's going to take me a little bit to get this all set up, but I'll come back in once we have siding on the rebels. Alright, it's 0900, day 1. We finally have our first sighting on rebels coming up from Mechanicsville. Who are you boys belong to? Department of Norfolk. That's all Department of Norfolk. And the right wing. Coming up 2 separate tracks from the south, which is good. If they're coming on to the 2nd Corps, I'd be a little worried. Actually, I was getting a little worried off the start because I couldn't find these guys for a little bit. Probably because they're marching down the marshes here. I didn't see any dust trails. But, the battle started a little before 0600, and we're getting to 0900, and I didn't see nothing. I was a little worried. Guess I didn't need to be. See, I do have the engineers out and about building up breastworks. Didn't really need them to, but no reason not to either. You boys were just firing. Was that someone else firing at them? That battery is. They're coming right down the road. They're not even going into battle line, but if their commanders are back here, it's going to take a while for those orders to reach them to do that. That brigade just lost sight of it. I think the Pennsylvania engineers need a new commander, because they are not leveling up very well. First Mass is almost up to their first perk. I was actually so worried about not seeing these guys. I'd actually just dispatched the 2nd Division of 4th Corps over here to these 2 roads of Totopotomy Creek. That still leaves 1 corps unaccounted for. There's plenty more of them coming. Though the numbers are a little disgusting. We have over 80,000 men on the field. Yeah, we have 81,738 men on the field to their 38,000. This is... Yeah, if I was the rebels, I would have called this one off at the start, but the AI does not do that. Boys are marching that 1st and 2nd Brigade. I know the U.S. Marine Corps is in this division. Or in here. There they are. And their battery's getting some, it looks like. Engineers fall back. Most, if not all, of my artillery is firing. Oh, and that brigade broke. Okay. Why are you guys idle? Shows the firing. It says, there we go. Oh, if anybody's wondering, today's battle brew is a Highland Park 18. I was kind of in the mood for Johnny Walker, but then I just realized I never restocked it. I think it's going to be one of those battles where we just wait for them to march at us. You just keep falling back. We'll send you down the other end, which is quiet, to start working again. Scotch always goes good after a long day of work. Just outside of range of my infantry. Please tell me you're going to fall your men back for a concerted attack. Wright's brigade. It's quickly moving in our favor. Got the morale down to 36, -8 by routes, 1 by loss. We're still sitting at 42. So we started the battle at 42. We really haven't gone up or down. Mostly because 2nd Corps is not in good shape after, even though their battles were victories, they haven't actually had a chance to actually get a rest since those battles. And there goes Hughie's artillery. Should be Hughie Jr., I believe. There's the right. No, no, we had the right wing on the field already, didn't we? Yep. Where is the other corps? I'm still looking for the center. They have not appeared yet. Yeah, this battle's kind of a wash already, but it was a wash by sheer numbers to begin with. So unless the South brings in all of its Western troops to the Eastern Theater, I'm always going to outnumber them. You guys are ready to level up. Very. Oh, you're the artillery division, so you get counter battery. It looks like it's going to be a while before the next infantry attack comes forward, so I'll be back. Well, I think I just found the center. Nope, it's still a right wing. When I was moving the engineer brigade, I did not see these gentlemen come up. They're sitting right out of range of my infantry, which is kind of downhill from them at the moment. Let's push forward and take care of these boys. Dust trails back here. Nah, I think they were out looking for my flank. Give them those advance orders. Let's get those skirmishers pushed in. And they're shooting up the Frederick Hellfire, so I want them gone. Ah, damn it. Frederick Hellfire just broke. There's a battery to plug that gap. Another lone brigade pushing forward over here. Where is the center? Unless they've decided not to take part. I don't see any dust trails out here. And they're on the field. Yeah, so he's not playing well with the other officers. Alright, good. The skirmishers are in. counter battery right now. We take down this detachment. Another battery come up the road unsupported. Yeah, same with this battery. See if we can't get a level. There's the Corps commander away from the main force. So he must have been out here looking for that flank also, unless he was just following that rear brigade around. I say, didn't we see off Jackson's brigade, but they do have more than one Jackson in the Confederate Army. I think you got like 5 of them. Stafford's cavalry brigade's coming in broken. They didn't fight. He's part of the center. Okay. So is he out here in the woods somewhere? So he came in from over this way. Not your first battle, so I don't know why you're starting to break already. Corps and division commander over here. Maybe we'll get them both in the fire. This barrel just came into range of the rifles. That brigade just broke. Theirs is getting ready to break now too, thankfully. I think the problem was they did have a slight height advantage on my brigade over here. Alright, Martindale, go get Hanson. It's time to end this. I'm tired of waiting. There we go, pushing that detachment. Gotta swing out this way. See if we can't see anything else out here. Still have not broken that brigade. Butterfield, go help out. USMC, you get out there also. Stay on that brigade and finish them off. I want to say they've issued a withdrawal order, but we can't be too sure yet. So they are pulling back. Alright, that brigade's now broken. USMC swing out here. Hate to say it, but it's not a very exciting battle. We'll set that brigade because they're lying down, but we can still hone in on Little's detachment. There they are. I'm pulling them back. I don't know why they haven't issued a retreat order yet. So they are pulling back out of engagement range. So should have broken that detachment already. Look how fast these guys are pulling back. These guys must have all practiced Michael Jackson's moonwalk. There's nobody who can walk backwards that fast. Except for the center, there's nothing out here. It's not broken, and we've only seen the one brigade from the center so far. I haven't approached over here. The engineers are still busy building away over here. Speaking of which, Pennsylvania boys, you get back to work. We got a little time left. Good, turn your flanks this approaching brigade. That's what I want to see. What the hell are you boys doing? Claw's got his dander up. Now he's blocking his artillery from firing. And there they go. And was that a division commander or corps commander? Oh, division commander, alright. So we just wiped that staff out completely. We haven't issued withdrawal. We still don't see center. AP Hill. Ah, might be part of center. This is dragging out longer than it really should. Oh, some of these brigades started reforming. That's why. My men are going to get tired of chasing these boys. Too bad Lee's not on the field, otherwise I'd call this a fox hunt. Down him. I don't want you in the buildings. Just bring it down to Mechanicsville. See what we see back here. Oh, there's no way you got my boys outranged. Oh, they got 42s. You might have rifles. Ah. Where did your 3rd Brigade retreat to? Did they leave field? Huh. Don't know where that other brigade retreated to. That's weird. All right, Marines, get in there. It's their center core that's holding this all together. Oh, there we go. Do we have a center core unit over here? Yes, we do. So he's finally decided to show himself. Oh, and there they go. They're finally retreating. So we'll just speed this as long as we are not going to chase. All right. I'll be honest, that was a little more annoying than anything else. That went way longer than it should have. So we, oh, and Longstreet was in command. Originally it showed Magruder in charge. But we took down 3,100 of their 35,000 infantry. We didn't get any of their cavalry. We got 40 of their 80 guns. For a total loss of 3,300 or 38,000 men. We lost 649 of our 73,366 infantry. 5,300 cavalry, 32 of our 202 guns, because that one battery did break. But we'll get those back. They had a lot of guns in that battery. Total loss of 745 of our 81,738 men. We lost 32 guns, so another battery had to break somewhere. We had more than one battery break, and I did not see it. It is what it is. Alright, let's take a look at this paperwork. Fourth Corps got some casualties in there. Oh, the artillery battery I sent forward. 3rd Division Artillery did 11 infantry plus up to 13. Okay. 3rd Corps, which did most of the fighting, Cav didn't fight. Engineers didn't fight. 3rd Division. 1st Brigade did 768 to infantry, 17 to artillery, took 78 artillery prisoners for a total of 863. 3rd Brigade did 120 to infantry, 60 to artillery for a total of 181. 2nd Brigade did 175 to infantry, division total of 1,219. 2nd Division, 2nd Brigade did 227 infantry plus up to 235. 3rd Brigade did not fight. 1st Brigade did 258 to infantry, and Frederick Hellfire did 15 to infantry, 9 to artillery for a total of 29 before they broke. Division total of 522. 1st Division, 1st Brigade did 112 to infantry, 46 to artillery for a total of 162. 3rd Brigade got nothing. U.S. Marine Corps did 22 to infantry, and U.S. Marine Corps artillery did 49 to infantry, 5 to artillery for a total of 54. Division total of 238. And the artillery division, which I had set up in the road in support, was 2nd Division artillery did 902 to infantry, 2 to cavalry, 26 to artillery for a total of 930. And the 3rd Connecticut Battery did 182 to infantry, 53 to artillery for a total of 237. Division total 1,167. And 2nd Corps, who got shots in artillery division. We got 2 2nd Division artilleries in here. So we'll just go. 1st Battery did 46 to infantry, 11 artillery for a total of 58. 2nd Battery did 16 infantry. 2nd Connecticut Battery did 5 to infantry, 4 to artillery for a total of 11. 1st Connecticut Battery did 60 to infantry, 6 to artillery for a total of 67. And 1st Division artillery did 17 to infantry. Division total 169, because they're kind of off on the wings there. Let's see if we got any of their officers. We killed Hughie. Wow. We killed Hughie. As the only officer from his corps. We wounded Magruder. So we only got 2 officers this battle, but it was 2 of the corps commander. Oh my god. We've never had that before. So we killed Hughie and wounded Magruder. So I can only imagine I'm going to put in charge of these units now. Oof. Never taken down 2 corps commanders before. Let's get closed out of here. As I said, that battle was a bit boring. I don't know why some of my brigades broke the way they did, but it is what it is. We're always going to have lower morale when fighting in rebel territory, and these units really haven't. Some of these units really haven't done that much fighting. And as you can see, 2nd Corps has done so much fighting that they're actually having morale issues right now because they haven't had a real rest yet. So I think once we secure Petersburg, I'll rest there for a month with the Corps before I move them along again to get their morale back up. But once again, let me know what you thought about the battle in the comments below. All right, victory at Petersburg. We have the Department of Norfolk in retreat, the right wing and center wing of the Army of Northern Virginia in retreat. The enemies reportedly suffered total casualties of 3,310 men. There are 1,015 killed and 165 captured. Our casualties total 745 men, with 118 killed, 103 missing, and the rest wounded. We captured 1,607 rifles and 14 guns from the field and sent 164 soldiers off to our prison camps. Now, the newspaper shouldn't mention when more than one officer is lost, but it never does. But they only got so much space in those papers. Fourteenth's almost in position, but they are now down in the yellow. Let's get this rolled off. Let's see where they flee to, as 14th is now south of them. 1st is to their west. The only way they can go is Norfolk. And they're going to use this road here too. And they are going west. Maybe they'll stop at Burkeville. I control Danville. And wherever the center is retreating to. How's this siege going? Still in our favor. And they've retreated back onto the peninsula. So I'm going to have to send somebody to deal with them. I should have these 2 IPs under my control, but apparently I do not. And we have now flipped Petersburg. Some 2nd Corps into there. Third Corps in. Fourth Corps still kind of ready to go. So we're going to march them on Suffolk. We'll have them set up a supply depot there for the siege of Norfolk. Because we do have to still take down Fort Norfolk. So we'll just get them prepped up for that. We'll keep this episode rolling along a bit here, so I'll be back. Alright, it's now July 31st, and we have our next combat. Our 4th Corps under Erasmus Keyes has run into the Army of Northern Virginia under the command of Joseph Johnson, and the Army of the Valley District, which is part of the Army of Northern Virginia, down here at, I think it's, yeah, Suffolk. So we're bringing 23,014 infantry, 1,700 cavalry, and 41 guns to the fight. They are bringing 26,496 infantry, 1,200 cavalry, and 33 guns to the fight. So we're definitely taking this one this episode, as we're about to flip over to August. So we'll end the episode after this battle and then open up with the monthlies on the next one. So I'll see you all on the other side of the load screen. Welcome to the Battle of Suffolk. So we are on the Willow Garden map, and we are defending back here. Defense point's called Plank Road, but basically the Griffith Farm back here. The rebels are coming in from over here and over here, so they actually have 2 approach routes to the objective. So I set up 2nd and 3rd Division down here as if they are going to be using the main road up from Willow Garden, the old Plank Road here, but I sent 1st Division to sit here on the hillside over Cabin Lane, just in case they decide to come up this way. So if they come up this way, 2 divisions should be able to handle the objective. If they come up this way, I can easily shift one of the divisions along the road here to support this division. Get them in defense up here while I pull this division back out. So that's the plan for right now. And I'm hoping they do come up this road here, because I do have, kind of looks here, it's kind of formed in the shape of a sickle, because if they come right down the road here, they'll be getting fired on by about 3 brigades and the battery in a little kill zone here, the way I have it set up. But we'll see if they actually take the bait on that or not. So I think that's about as good as I'm going to get right now, so I'll come back in once we have sighting on the rebels. Alright, it's 0640, and we do have a sighting on a cavalry brigade coming up the road here. And it looks like they're approaching along the old cabin, the log cabin road over here. We got more dust trails behind them, but I don't know if this is going to be the main force or not. I'm not seeing dust trails anywhere else. So I can't send any of these divisions off yet. It's going to be a few minutes more before they do approach us. We'll probably break this cavalry brigade with the artillery before the even get close to our lines. So it's going to be a while yet before we actually see their main force. So I'll be back. Alright, 7:40 in the morning, and we do have more forces approaching. I did just break a infantry brigade that was coming up here. Looks like I think this is Cleburne's division. Artillery reserve. Artillery reserve. So I could have sworn I've seen Cleburne's division. Yep, there it is. So we have the Artillery Reserve, which is a core of the part of the Army of Northern Virginia, and the Army of the Valley District coming up this road. So I think it's safe to assume the entire army is heading this way, though they're pretty strung out. So I've ordered the cavalry brigade. I don't want to clear these two divisions out yet, so I'm ordering the cavalry brigade up to support 1st Division. So I don't want to pull one of those divisions too early. It looks like the majority of their forces are headed this way. Their morale's not too hot. They've just been taking drubbing after drubbing. These guys are coming up the road fast. Nope, don't walk in front of the artillery. Damn it. Should have them stop building those works. Nope, that brigade broke. Give them those damn halt orders. They're in the bugle range, damn it. Just halt them. Ugh. That brigade's stopped in place, so it don't matter. No, the infantry's blocking the artillery fire, and they should be ripping them down with canister right now. I finally got the halt order, okay. Get the hell out of the way. They took some volleys of canister right there. This brigade just took some shots in the flank, but not too bad. Maybe I should start calling up another division. So it looks like they're all headed that way. Alright, 2nd Division. Why do we come up here? Ooh, damn, look what that canister just did to that brigade. Oof. That was ugly. Pickett's brigade. If anybody is going to charge at a wall, it's going to be Pickett. There he goes. I mean, he lost 500 men. He's got ripped down by the artillery coming into position. Fast. Yeah, 550 men from that canister volleys. Oof. Yeah, look at that. Already gave them their first perk. That's how many men they took down. It looks like it'll be a few minutes before the next suckers come up for some canister breakfast, so I'll be back. Right, now they got one battery sitting in range of the canister fire. Now they're sending the cavalry brigade forward. I am failing to understand what Johnson is doing with this attack. 'Cause Johnson's in charge of this. Both these corps belong to his army. So this is entirely on him, and not separate corps commanders doing their own thing. Like, starting to get some counterfire battery out. Okay, that's going to be an issue. Oop. We just did a lot of damage. His experience just went from right here where my mouse is all the way to over here with that last volley. He did some massive damage right there. Now will they start attacking away from where the artillery is a question. Looks like they want to track that way, but they're still going to get caught by it. Look at that, now level 3 are working on it. Bring that back. There we go, there's the flag. Went from level 0 to level 3 in one battle. That shows you. That's an Irish artillery battery flag, but it works. Because the Valhalla means clear the way, and they are definitely clearing the damn way. Cavalry's finally coming up. I got them coming out here onto this flank. Trying to get more rifles in there. There we go. Thank you. I mean, they came forward in a concerted attack. I give kudos for that, but charging right into the mouth of that battery is not a good idea. Then again, there's very few points on any of my lines where you can move in without a battery being there. Say, are they charging the battery? I thought they were charging for a second. This battle's basically over. Like 2 or 3 more brigades and that's it. Didn't even need to bring over that other division. Or are they withdrawing? No. Choose batteries coming up. Maybe we're actually going to wait for some artillery support to arrive. There's that brigade. They're about to issue that withdrawal order. And this brigade's just marching forward. Nope. There's the withdrawal. Speed this up just a little bit and see if they actually pull off or come back in again. That brigade just broke. They are done. That's it. Just waiting for that retreat order to pop up now. Which I'm surprised has not been issued yet. There it is. Speed that along. All right. Yeah, the numbers speak for themselves on that one. I think Johnston should be disgraced from this fight. That was bad. So we took down 1,300 of its 29,000 infantry, 150 of its 1,400 cavalry, 10 of its 40 guns. Total loss of 1,600 of its 31,000 men. We lost 104 infantry, 2 of our guns, for a total loss of 125 men. I'm not even going to do the math on that. That's just disgusting. But that shows you how powerful... I think some of my campaigns going forward, I'm going to ditch the support batteries from the divisions. It's just kind of overpowerful, to be honest with you. But, let's go take a look at this paperwork. So it was only my one division that fought. And it was a 1st Division. So 2nd Brigade did 160 to infantry, 27 to cavalry, 22 to artillery for a total of 209. 1st Brigade did 113 to infantry, 5 to cavalry for a total of 118. 3rd Brigade did 68 to infantry. 1st Division artillery did 866 to infantry, 94 to cavalry, 100 to artillery for a total of 1,062. Division total 1,457. So, like I said, I think going forward, except for my next 2 Confederate campaigns, because I'm going to need to support batteries, when I roll back over to a 61 start, 3 campaigns from now, I am going to be ditching those support batteries, because they are just way too powerful. All right, let's see if we got any of their officers. It's Armored Biologics, not what I wanted. Yep, alright. We actually got none of their officers in that. We would have gotten some of their brigade commanders with those canister volleys. That was disgusting. Alright, let's get closed out of here. I think I said all I had to say about this battle, and I think everybody will agree with me on what I had to say. Once again, leave what you thought in the comments below, and I will see you all at the newspaper screen. Alright, victory at Suffolk. The Army in Northern Virginia is retreating in panic. So, the Enemy's reported suffered total casualties of 1,601 men. There are 712 killed and 409 captured. Our casualties total 125 men, with 15 killed and 15 missing, and the rest wounded. Captured 587 rifles and 4 guns from the field, and sent 370 soldiers off to our prison camps. And amazingly enough, it's Lieutenant Colonel's ship that loses face. Even though he did something that was damn stupid and brave at the same time, that was put his battery within canister range of my battery, try and take it out, and he should not be losing face. That should be Johnston. I actually think it's the 2nd Battle of Road where Johnston was in command. He should have lost face. Let's get this one rolled off. And Yule's withdrawing. Where's Yule? No. Let's move your corps into Suffolk proper. That Grant on his way to help support him, but I guess was completely unnecessary. Oh, Fort Brooke. Okay, I forgot about Fort Brooke down in Florida. I forgot we were besieging down there. Totally forgot about that operation. Alright, so we've taken Fort Brooke, so we can empty that out. Send 12th Corps back up to Jacksonville. Make sure you have river movement on, okay? So we can use the St. James to get back up there. Oh, and it looks like they are consolidating down here outside of Tallahassee, and I was just getting ready to push in that direction. Army of the South. That's a new one. With 250 men. Yeah, that's one battery. As soon as 12th Corps is back in Jacksonville, we'll let them rest there while I push 6th Corps into Tallahassee. And then we'll have Florida secured. Now, where are these boys going to retreat to? Because they got nowhere to retreat north. There's nowhere for them to go. And 4th Corps, you can start constructing a depot. And I'll be supporting them in their siege of Fort Norfolk. And is there a corps there? Who's sitting there? Center Corps. All right. Where'd they go? Just lost sight of them. Did they just disintegrate? Oh, we rolled over to August 1st. Okay, so we'll pause this here. So we can open up. Okay, they disintegrated over here and are reforming over here. You see that? They got Scotty on the other end of the line over there, just transporting them over here, which is fine by me because I was planning on sending 1st Corps to this town anyway before pushing them south again towards Danville. So that kind of works for me anyway. Just waiting for the readiness to get back up a bit again. Like I said, we'll end this one here, so if you're a new viewer, return viewer, you're not yet subscribed, please think about hitting that subscribe button. If you do, remember to hit that bell icon so when the next video comes out. I am no longer accepting brigades for this playthrough as we are in the end game. It's still going to be a few episodes yet, but I doubt they will be trained in time to be in any of the field armies. So, and as always, please, comments, please do keep them coming, and I will see you all in the next episode. Stay grumpy.